Good morning, everyone, and this is Lynn at the Sunshine and Bubblegum podcast. Welcome. It is Wednesday, October 26th, and I'm coming to you from outside of New Orleans, Louisiana. I may look like I'm nice and toasty warm here. It drops down to the 50s and 60s overnight. Well, I brought the boys to school this morning. It went up 10 degrees and it's already 70 out. But the AC's on, and I wanted to keep on my little scarf and pretend it's fall. Yay! It's supposed to be in the mid-80s today. I don't know when fall is officially going to get here, but it has arrived in the evenings, which is nice to go outside and walk and play after school. It's not too hot, and I've been enjoying that. So I want to give a huge welcome. We've had a bunch of new subscribers the past few weeks. We are up to 235 subscribers here on YouTube, so welcome everybody. Thank you so much for subscribing and coming and seeing and checking this out. I hope you enjoy it. It is a knitting, crocheting, sewing, and crafty podcast. We also have hit 45 members on our Ravelry group, so if you're not a member there, please come on over. We have a KAL going on right now, which I'm going to talk about in just a second and show you the prize that's coming up for that. And yeah, so welcome everybody. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and sharing, and a lot of you out there have been talking about me on your podcast, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. It really means the world to me. I'm so glad everybody's here. If you'd like to find me on social media, I am Sunshine Bubblegum on Instagram and Ravelry. I am Sunshine and Bubblegum on Facebook and Etsy, and I have the Sunshine Bubblegum podcast group and Ravelry as well. So this has been a crazy couple of weeks since I left you. We were supposed to be getting ready for Halloween and having all kinds of fun. The boys both had double ear infections about 2 days after I podcast, so that was stinky. And poor Michael had a viral reaction, possibly allergic reaction to his amoxicillin, which he has had before. The amoxicillin, not the rash. So he broke out in hives. The next day it was way worse. We went back again to the doctors, and they gave him more antihistamines and antibiotics, something different for his ear, obviously, and he hates medicine. He hates taking medicine, so it was a really hard couple of weeks to give him 5 doses of liquid medicine, 3 times throughout the day, and it was just a horrible, horrible fight leading up into his birthday, which thankfully we finished the antibiotics and everything by his birthday. They were a little under the weather, but they did have a nice day on Sunday. We had to cancel their party because they were, not feeling well and broken out looking like cheetahs and leopards with all these spots. But they did have lots of presents from my family, and we had cake, and they had a nice time, and they're doing leaps and bounds better already. So we've celebrated our 4th birthday. They were great big boys, had their 4-year checkups with all of the new immunizations and everything that came with that visit, which was, I thought, going to be way more stressful than it was, but it was really okay, and they did great. And then we got to celebrate with trick-or-treat at their school. They got to dress up. They dressed up as a doctor and a firefighter, and the school did a wonderful job. The boys had a blast. They filled their pumpkins with candy, and 2 boys who are usually pretty shy to talk to strangers walked up to anyone and everyone holding a piece of candy and said trick-or-treat. So they're all about Halloween right now, and that was a lot of fun. So that's what's been going on here. Unfortunately, lots of sickness has kind of set me back on getting lots of progress on many projects done, but I've been focusing on a couple, which I will show you in my works in progress. And let me show you, let's talk about the KAL. So I have a KAL going on here for the podcast in my Ravelry group, and it is a Gradient KAL. You can knit or crochet. You're allowed to pick any project that you like. And it ends October 31st. I don't know where I went just for a second. It ends October 31st. We have 6 days left. So knit, or crochet, whatever you're finishing on, finish it up, get it posted in the FO's thread. I will close it November 1st in the morning. So you have all day on the 31st to get your project up there. So far we have 7 finished objects already. Actually, no, we have 8. We have 8 finished objects up to see, so please go check those out. They are all gorgeous. They have used all kinds of beautiful yarn, and I'm so excited, and everyone seems to be having an awesome time working with this. I've gotten so many comments about people enjoying seeing how the gradients come along in their projects, and that's kind of what got me excited about trying a gradient and wanting to share that with everybody in the first place. So I'm so glad everybody's having fun. Everything is beautiful. I have a few more shawls that I want to cast on, and seeing all these beautiful, beautiful gradients used in some gorgeous shawls, and I can't pick any favorites because they're all lovely. But I do have a prize, and it's a very wonderful prize with lots of beautiful donations, and I hope that one lucky winner is going to be so excited. I will draw for the prize the next podcast, which will be probably the first or second week in November, so I'll do it live here on YouTube, and we'll announce the winner. I'm going to pull your name out of a hat. I'll put all the names on in a little bucket. So the first prize in the KAL is a project bag made by me. It is a zippered bag. It's a good one skein project bag, great for socks, mittens, hat, you know, one ball, one skein project. I have a little tag here if you'd like to put a clip on it so you can clip it to something else. This one is a zippered bag. It has beautiful pink and gray flowers on it in a navy background with gray polka dots on the inside. And inside the bag we have lots of beautiful prizes. The first one is 2 different needle cozies from Barbara over at Knitting I Love. I won this on her podcaster giveaway, KAL, and this was the prize to give away to someone on my podcast. So here we go. We have a DPN holder, which can also be used for circulars. This is her circular holder, but it can also be used for pens and other crochet hooks. It comes with a gauge. This is a coaster. You can put your tea on or your hot beverage, but it also has a needle gauge, all the flowers, and there are a couple little tags in there that say handmade that you can either store your progress keepers on, or you can sew this onto one of your finished projects. So this is one of the prizes that is in this bag to give away. We also have beautiful stitch markers from Melissa at the Knitty by Nature shop. Oh, they're turned around. There's a little 3 peas in a pod. We have an adorable little colored sheep, and there is a tiny little songbird. Where are you, songbird? There. So all 3 of these are also coming with this gift prize. And last but not least, I have some yarn. Kayleen over at Littlebean Crochet and I did a swap. I donated a couple bags to her KAL that's going on and to herself, and she sent me yarn. This is sparkle yarn, and the colorway is called Sunshine and Bubblegum. How awesome is this? It is a beautiful yellow, bright cherry yellow, awesome bubblegum pink, and that is just a white bear, obviously white. But they are all on sparkle. You can kind of catch them in the sunlight here. They are 20 grams each, so this is 60 grams. You could make a pair of shorty socks. This could go in blankets or any of your cozy memory projects, heels and toes, cuffs for anything, or maybe a Christmas ornament or a toy, or you could use it for a jar along with, oh, who's doing the jar along? That was Jen Sheelan. Jen Sheelan's doing a jar along with Candy from Pause for Stitches, and they're Jen's patterns, and she's posting one each month, and that's going for a few more months to the end of the year. But anyway, there's 60 grams of sunshine and bubblegum that you can use in whatever you'd like. So this is our prize, everybody, and I hope you're all excited about it. We've had so many awesome donations. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, ladies. Barbara, Melissa, and Kayleen, thank you so much for donating so generously to my little KAL. I can't wait. So that is everything that's going on right there with the KAL. Again, 6 days left. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram is the best way, quickest way to get to me. But otherwise, you can check out the Ravelry page. There is a chatter thread with some details about the KAL in it. And there's also the finished objects thread, which is no chatter, just the pictures of the finished objects from where the prizes will be drawn. So come join us if you have something working that you think you can finish up, or if you're working on something already that you're specifically making for this KAL. I can't wait to see it, and I hope we get a few more entries before the end of the month. I am going to pause here for just 1 second. You will not even know that I've gone, so I can set up some things that I'm working on, and I'll be right back. Okay, let me show you some of the works in progress I have this week, or the past 2 weeks that I've been working on. I don't have anything for the finished objects right now, but I do have plenty of works in progress, and I will get to a few things that will be cast on soon, because I'm getting into crazy Christmas knitting mode and trying to finish up a couple special things for some christenings that are coming around in the next month. So, I unfortunately have not gotten too much done on my Hermione socks because I've been trying to work on some special projects for my nieces. But I have gotten the heels and gussets done on both, and I think when I showed them last week, one was done and the other one I was starting on. So I now have heels in both my socks, and I just need to do the foot. So those are looking amazing. The colors are fantastic. This yarn has been so much fun to work with. This is Weasley's Wizard Wheezes by Littlebean Crochet, and Littlebean loves on her everyday sock. Hermione's everyday pattern, and I'm calling them my Hermione Weasley socks. And they're fantastic. And these are going to be for me, so I will get them done, because I realized that I think I'm a 1 pair of socks at a time person. Having 2 has been a little crazy, because I did start my mom's socks for her birthday, which was this week. Happy birthday, Mom. And I'm going to bring to her when we go up in November to visit. So I've been trying to work on those, and those are just vanilla, so they're easier when I'm at an appointment, or you know, all these doctor's appointments I've had with the boys and waiting for them to get picked up from school. The Hermione's were just a little more attention than I wanted to spend when I just, you know, had a few minutes to kill. So I swapped them out and have been bringing my mom's socks, which I will show you. These are just a pair of, you know, vanilla socks. I cast on, on my Hermione socks, I'm using size 1 needles. And they are Knitter's Pride Nova Platinums. We'll go with that. Okay, so these are size 1.5 US needles, and I find my gauge was a little looser on these when I knit my first pair of socks, so, and my mom's feet are smaller than mine. I wear a size 8, she wears a size 5. So I've only cast on 60 on these. I just did a knit 2 purl 2 cuff with the Jenny's super stretchy slip knot cast on, which that will be linked in the show notes. And then I'm just doing vanilla stitched stockinette. So the yarn is really neat. I had no idea what it was going to look like as it striped up. So we have some little blues, big chunk of blue, little blue, you know, medium blue, and then this big chunk of white. And I'm betting that it will repeat, you know, what it started here. My little stitch marker of where I was last week when I showed you. It's a pretty little sand dollar, and that's from Melissa by Knitty by Nature. This yarn is Diversity from Plymouth Yarns. It is colorway 0001, and it is an acrylic polyester blend. My mom has a wool allergy, so I couldn't use a wool yarn for her, and it's nice. It's really squishy. I'm interested in how how much stretch it will or will not have in the actual foot. It seems a bit tighter. I think maybe it's a chunkier yarn than I used for my, than the Felici I used on my Time Traveler socks, which was the last yarn I used on these needles. So I think it's going to have some nice negative ease. I'm probably going to go just a little bit longer on these before I put in the heel, and I'm thinking I want to try the Fish Lips Kiss heel on these because I'm trying to do a different heel on every sock so I can figure out which ones I like. This is my third sock. I've tried 3 heels. The Hermione's Everyday socks, I went with the heel that she has in there, which is a slip stitch garter style heel and gusset. And so my second sock, I have finished the cuff, and these are in my needle circular holders from Knitting I Love, and meant to stop on this one when I got to the white and start on this, but I've been having fun watching the colors change. So I'm going to do a little bit longer, and then I'll do the leg on this one. So hopefully these will get done down to the toe. My plan is to get most of the foot done so I can try them on my mom, and we can do the toes while we're up visiting so they fit her perfectly. Today has been a crazy day already, and I needed my giant tea mug which says Army Sister, which is from my brother who's, surprise, in the Army. So the big thing that has been taking up my time is actually kind of a small thing, is my Bolero sweater by Sirdar. And this is the little Bolero that I'm making for 2 of my nieces who are both being christened, baptized in November. So I've been working on that, and I have gotten past a few of my problems that I've had with the pattern increases and decreases. I did make myself just a little rough chart of, it's an 8-row pattern repeat. So when I'm starting and decreasing and increasing on an edge, I can just look at my chart and see which stitches are coming and going, and it's made it a lot easier because there's a lot of increase and decreases on the edge, especially because it's so small and you're doing arm shaping and everything. So here's the finished back of the little Bolero. It is a super cute little pattern. The yarn is Snuggly DK from Sirdar, and it is Pearls DK, and it is shade 0251. Woo! How about I show it in frame? It is white with a little sparkle stellina in it, and the stellina has like almost a little hint of pink. It's so cute. So the little turtle is also one of Melissa's stitch markers from Knitty by Nature, and it is facing the wrong way, so you can't see it, but there's a cute little stitch marker. Turtle, turtle, turtle. But that's where I was last week, or 2 weeks ago when I showed it to you. So the back is done. And both of the front panels are done. Because this is acrylic, I put them on my ironing board and put a damp towel over it, and then just steamed them to kind of block them a little bit, which has helped a lot. So I have both panels. Those are upside down, but here's both panels for the front. Those are done, and I have about 2 more inches left on the sleeve, maybe 2 more repeats on the sleeve, and then the decrease for the arm. And then I have, so this is just one of the 2 sleeves. I'm going to make long sleeves on these. And then what I'm going to do, their pattern has the border, you knit the border, and you actually then sew it onto the whole sweater after you put it together. So I'm actually going to crochet an edge on it instead. I think that'll be way easier and go a lot faster, because I have another one of these to make. So this is coming along very nicely. I am enjoying it. It's nice to knit at night, and I love knitting for my little nieces, and I know it's going to look beautiful with their little dresses. So that is coming along. Awesome. Let me show you. I'm like not telling you anything today. So these are size 6 bamboo, just circulars. I think they're like a 12 or 16 inch, nothing too fancy. And that's a 4.25 millimeter. They're a little maybe a little too grippy than I'd like, but I didn't want to buy a whole new set of needles when I already have the right size, and each piece is pretty small, so it goes pretty fast. They're just a little grippy. Nothing too bad. So I have 2 crochet projects. One new cast on is a commission piece, which I'll show you first because it's on top. So a girlfriend of mine who actually is great friends of my brother and sister-in-law, has twin boys also, and has asked me to make some hats for their winter photo shoot. So I'm going to make 2 elf hats, and I didn't write down the pattern name, but I will link it here on the screen, and I'll put it in my show notes. It's originally for a newborn size, and what I've done to help with the increases, because I needed to make the hat obviously bigger, was I've added an extra increase. You're supposed to just increase on the edges for the newborn size, and I've added 2 more increases, so you increase at 4 points. It's just a double crochet, really sweet little pattern, and I'm almost done, so I'm going to increase a couple more times till I get the right width that I need, and then I'm going to do just a little bit longer with a big green border edge for each hat. So I'm going to do, I have this one in green and white, and this is just Vanna's Lion brand yarn, and then the other one will be red and white, Vanna's Choice. Will be Christmassy red and white for the other hat, and so those are a new cast on, and may be done and possibly shipped out before the next episode, so I'll put pictures up on Instagram. And then the other project is for my sister Elizabeth, her blanket that I had started, and I haven't made too much progress because I've been trying to get my niece's sweaters done before I get too bogged down, but this will be really my nice thing that I like to work on at night. I've been working on the sweaters at night. So this is the Cascade Stitch, and it's by Ona, and it will all be in the show notes, her link. The stitch is originally designed in the round, and she has a video tutorial on YouTube. So there will be a link to her video in my show notes down below and on Ravelry. So I've altered it and made my own little chart so I know to make a straight edge to cut out in the round part. So I've done 1 full repeat on this is the first full shell, and then I've started the second shell, and I'm on to some of the scallopy edging just in the beginning. So it's going to be 4 by 6, so it's already 4 feet wide, and it's so pretty already. It's really pretty. The color is mango. It is from Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. And for this project and the crocheted hats, I am using acrylic for the throw blankets. It's just so easy for washing and care, and also keeps the cost down because you need, you know, a good 6 to 8 balls of yarn, depending on the size of the blanket, and it adds up quickly. So cost, care, the yarn is very soft, and also for the twins, anything for kids, I really like to use the acrylic that's going to be played with or worn, or, you know, allergies or anything like that. You don't want to be too itchy on a baby. So those are all my works in progress right now. So I have a lot going on, trying to balance those. Pretty much got a sock in my purse when I'm just, you know, in between coming and going and need a few stitches to work on, and I'm working on the sweater at night, and kind of crocheting on the hat during the day, because those are something I can work on around the kids. It's a small project. I can put it down, pick it up easy, and we got to get those out because they're going to be for Christmas pictures, so we need to get those done soon. So those are all my works in progress. I didn't purchase anything this week, but I did receive my swap box. Lucky Jenny, Jenny from Lucky Jenny Knits podcast hosted a swap. Fall, Halloween, just nice swap, send something nice to somebody. So I've sent out my box and she has received it, and I have received mine, and my swap partner was Jenny from the Lucky Jenny podcast. So I have so many beautiful things in here. I won't show you everything, but this box made my day. It came right in the middle of the boys having their horrible week of being sick and spotted and miserable and ear infections, and I was exhausted and worn out, and to have a nice box show up and everything in here was so perfect. I loved it. She sent a couple of little candies for the boys, which they stole right away, and I had to divvy out the candy. Thank you, though. They loved it, and it got them away from my box so I could see what was inside it, because they thought it was one of their birthday presents, because presents had been coming every day. So they were like, that's mine. And I'm like, no, no, this one's Mama's. She also knitted me a cute little pumpkin, which I also had to wrangle back from the boys. They've pulled the stem out twice. So it's had a little surgery already, but it's doing okay, and is kept out of the way now. So I will show you a few beautiful things that came in the box. The first being this gorgeous bracelet. I don't know why I'm not wearing it right now. I meant to put it on. Sunshine! How beautiful is this? I don't know where she got this from, but this is gorgeous. It's got these beautiful, beautiful stone beads on it, and they're so cool. They're actually cool to the touch, so when I wear it on my wrist, it's actually really nice, and it kind of like cools you down. I like it a lot. I won't fiddle with putting it on now, but I have been wearing it a whole bunch. I love it. She dyed a little bit of yarn and sent me some. This is her one-of-a-kind pumpkin spice mini. This is my first mini that's not mine from my one pair of socks that I finished. So these are absolutely gorgeous. And I now have 2 minis for whatever I get up to when I start a cozy memory something. And these are beautiful. There are lots of different foliage, like browns and oranges, and there's a very dark chocolate in there, and caramel, pumpkin spice colors. It's beautiful. And it's sparkle. It's like a gold Selena sparkle. It's a gold sparkle in there. That is so cool. Jenny, you are a very talented hand dyer. And she went to a couple of fairs over the past month. And I've been watching all of her adventures, and she picked me up a skein of yarn, and it is from the Unplanned Peacock Studio. It is superwash merino and nylon, and it is a fingering weight. The colorway is Glacier, and this is me all over it. I love blues. She nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. How gorgeous is that? And there's even got like some specks of purple every once in a while. I haven't really gotten into it, but this is so pretty. All the blues. So I don't really know what this will be yet. If it'll be, I don't know. I don't know. It could be anything. But it is so soft. The yarn is gorgeous. The colors are fantastic. This is a beautiful dyer. I'm going to have to go check them out and see what else they have. But this is me to a T. Blues, blues, blues. Also, I got a little Lolo Bar Wild Rose. And this is cocoa butter beeswax little lotion. And she also sent some awesome teas. This is from the Loose Leaf Tea Company. And I believe, oh, they do have a website, but I think they may also be on Etsy. I thought she had mentioned. But this is produced in Boston, Virginia, which is funny because I am from Gloucester, Massachusetts, which is right north of Boston, Massachusetts. And it is the looseleafteacompany.net. I saw these. She had some of these on her podcast a couple episodes ago, and I was like, oh man, I want some of those. And I never said that out loud, but I have Irish breakfast, which is my favorite go-to tea. Scottish toffee, which sounds amazing. I haven't opened any of these yet because I wanted to show you guys them, so they will be dug into today. And pumpkin spice. Oh my goodness. So, magically awesome. All 3 things that I would love. And so there's a couple other little candies and treats and small things that came in there too. So that was so fun. Jenny, this was awesome. I'm so glad you hosted this. I hope that you enjoyed everything that I sent to you. I sent her some hand-dyed yarn from a, oh my goodness, I can't think of my words today. Robin from Teeny Button Studios into the Cherry Pearl podcast. Voodoo Queen yarn. So she had a little bit of New Orleans here, and I also got her some sucre chocolates, which I believe was rose petals and pistachio, along with a bag that I made and some other little treats for her and some doggy treats for Jilly. So I'm hoping that she really enjoyed all of those. I enjoyed my gift. And that was a lot of fun, my first swap, and I will definitely participate in some swaps again because this is so much fun. Shopping for someone that you really only know little bits and pieces about, and then receiving a present from someone who is shopping for you or making things for you, and it's so special. So that was a lot of fun and really made my week. I have a new podcast that I have been watching, and she is also a mama. She is the Crazy Sock Lady, and her name is Kay, and she is out in the Virginias also, I believe, Carolinas. They just got hit by Hurricane Matthew a few weeks ago. They're doing okay, no major damage to their home, which is wonderful. Lots of inconveniences, power being out, no water. Didn't last very long, but it is very inconvenient. I have been through Katrina and a few other hurricanes down here in the south, and no electricity and no running water is... Yeah, the electricity is inconvenient. The water is really hard, and we were able to go away and stay with family while that was happening. But they are safe, and they're doing better, and I think everything's back on track now. But Kay is knitting so many beautiful things for her family and her boys. She's working on a gorgeous lace sweater. I'm really enjoying her show. Another mom, and love watching all the beautiful things, and she has a very nice, calm manner about her, and she's lovely to listen to while you knit and just enjoy as you listen. So that's been a lot of fun. And Kay, thank you so much for saying so many nice things about my little bags that I've been making. I really appreciate that, and giving me a shout out in your last podcast. So thank you so much. I also wanted to give a huge thank you to Kayleen at Littlebean Crochet and Robin at Teeny Button Studio, and Mary, and they're on the Cherry Pearls podcast, ladies. All of you for talking about me and my podcast and my little Etsy shop and my bags. It means so much, and thank you for helping me get out there and show everybody what I've been working on. That means so much, and it's really awesome to have such sweet, dear friends. Even if I haven't met you all yet, we talk daily sometimes, even if it's just little tweets and Instagrams and texts. So thank you, ladies. Thank you all so much. This is a fabulous community. I'm enjoying being a part of it, and I can't wait to keep going and doing more things with all of you. That's what makes this fun. Let me check real quick. Okay. I have a couple more things I would like to show you, but I need to shift some stuff around, so I'll be right back. Hi! Okay, so I have a few new... I guess I did buy some yarn. I didn't buy any hand-painted yarn. I bought some... I'm going to take this off. I'm melting. I'm officially melting. Ugh, okay. Sorry for my gorgeous black, t-shirt. Nothing fancy this week. I'm never fancy any week, I don't think. But I did buy some acrylic yarn and some blends, wool blends from Joann's and Michael's this week for a few more projects that I'm working on. I can't believe I didn't buy any yarn. Of course I bought some yarn. But let me show you what I have. So I did pick up yarn for my grandfather's sweater, which I talked about a while ago, and I ended up going with Vanna's Lion Brand Vanna's Choice, and this is in the cranberry red. little, whoa, there, that's better. It's a dark cranberry red. So I'm going to make him a scarf. He wanted something very simple and not very chunky. So this is a worsted weight, which will be very easy care, and he can wash it and wear it as much as he'd like and not worry about ruining it. And I think I have found the pattern that I want to use, and it is called the Prismatic Scarf. And it is a free pattern on Ravelry. And it's very, it looks very simple. It's mostly stockinette with some little pieces of, like, it's got stripes, but it's done with the yarn. And I think, I haven't read fully through the pattern, but I think it's just you hold the yarn in front of the needle for a certain amount of stitches. We'll find out, because I think I'm going to try this. It's got just enough interest that I think it will give it some detail without being too much, because he's very afraid of a very busy pattern, which I promised him I wouldn't do. So I'm going to swatch a little bit for that and see how it looks. But the pattern itself is gorgeous. I think it's done with a hand spun in that picture, and like a hand spun and a gradient on the Ravelry in the different photos of scarves that have been made already, and it looks gorgeous in a gradient. I wish I found that earlier. It doesn't mean I can't do it, but it looks beautiful in a gradient, and it really shows off the stitches on that hand spun with the little strands being held in front. So that's really beautiful. So I'm going to try and swatch up for that. That will be for my grandfather, and I hope that one works out well, because otherwise I think I might just go with a garter stitch scarf. So something simple, stretchy, that will lay flat. That's what the other thing I was worried about. I didn't want something just simple stockinette that was going to curl up. So I'm going to swatch, see how that does, but I think that might be the pattern for my grandfather. Then I got some yarn for me. I've been following Mamachi. She is a pattern designer for crochet, and right now she is doing a bunch of patterns that look like brioche knitting, and I kid you not. I'll try and put a few pictures up here or somewhere of some of the patterns that she's been designing, but her newest one this week is, it looks like a simple knit one, purl one, but it isn't. It's all crochet, so it kind of looks like a brioche, really chunky, and it's just it's called the two-tone beanie. Simple yet effective. So I got a beautiful gray and a navy blue, and this is Charisma by Loops and Threads. This is Loops and Threads. And so this is colorway charcoal and dark blue. How's that for fancy names? So I'm thinking of making myself a two-tone beanie for when we go up to Gloucester. Hopefully it's super fast. This is it calls for a super chunky yarn. So I hope this is super chunky enough. I will find out. It's got patterns for many sizes, so I will try that out. I can't wait. But there are about 5 patterns that I want from her, so those might be happening soon. So those are a little selfish crochet, hopefully, that I get done before Gloucester. Otherwise, that's getting done on the plane on the way up. And then I need to make a couple new hats for my boys, because the hats we wore last year do not fit us anymore. And Sean likes blue, Michael likes green and oranges and just bright colors in general. So I had some yarn in my stash, but I wasn't really enjoying anything, and Michael picked out all the colors from that rainbow dog sweater that I made, and I wasn't feeling it, even though I know he loved them, but it's already out of sight, out of mind. So I found, when I was at Michael's yesterday, a Karen cake, and I've been intrigued by these. I know if you're looking for a gradient, these are very sharp color breaks, so they're not going to be, it's not going to gradient blend. But for other projects like a blanket or you know, things that you want stripes, this is your yarn with big chunky stripes. And Amy from Amy's Knotted Knits is making the I forget the name of the sweater. It might be flax, but it's the Tin Can Knits free sweater pattern, and she's making one for her daughter, and she got the pink colorway, and it goes through, I think, 2 or 3 shades of pink, and there's a chocolate in that, and it's coming out really neat. And so she's got the body done, and she's separated for the sleeves, and she actually wound off different stripe colors to do the sleeves, and I just look so cute and so pretty, and made me want to knit one for all of my nieces because I have free time. But I saw this and thought this would be really fun for hats, because I'm just going to do crocheted hats with the little ear flaps. So this way, that side might be better. It's got like the navy, the brown, the lime green, into this teal, and then I think there's like 2 blues. There's actually like a teal, a lighter blue, a navy, and then back into the brown. So I think this will be really fun. I can get hopefully 3 stripes in each hat. So they'll each be different, but they'll each be the same. So I'm going to see. I'm going to see how this goes, see how it looks, and if I have enough for a third, my nephew will also be getting a hat out of this for Christmas, because for my nephew and niece the past few years, I've been making them a hat each year. So we'll see how this goes. It's soft. It is definitely acrylic, but it's fun. It's colorful. And for kids, I think this is perfect. And I think it's actually for celebrating their 100th birthday. So they're supposed to be cakes, like birthday cake. So that is really super fun. And there's one more thing that I purchased, but it's a pattern. And it is from So Sweet Violet. And she has posted a sewing pattern for an advent calendar. And growing up, we made an advent calendar at my mom's house, which is actually a Christmas tree, and it has all the ornaments in it, and you Velcro, they have Velcro on them, and then each day you pick one out and Velcro it on the tree. So I've kind of been wanting to do something similar for my boys, and so she did this. It's not a Velcro tree, but it's a sewn sewing project. And it's a big rectangle, and it has all the little pockets that you can put a little treat in. So I have to think about what exactly I want to do. If I want to make it a Velcro project where you can, the ornaments or something that we can put on, you know, if I want to make it taller and put a tree, so we can do it. But it has, anyway, she had the whole pattern on there. It's gorgeous. It says Christmas is coming. It's got all the little pockets. She does hand stamping, and she shows you how to do all of it. So I'll put a picture of her pattern up here. Hi, Jules, and thank you so much for the pattern. I love it. They're available up on her Etsy shop. She has one that's at like a bunting banner, so you could hang it like across a room or a doorway, or on a wall, and then this one is the full calendar size, you know, with all the Christmas days, 25 days of Christmas. So I'm excited about that. I just need to, you know, pick out colors, pick out a theme, see if I'm going to make them, you know, what I'm going to put in the pockets. So, but it's a start, and I'm very excited to have a pattern to help me make my own holiday Christmas advent calendar. So I think that's all the things that I've purchased. I'm working on crazy stuff that's going on in my house right now. I do have a few bags that I wanted to show you. I'm going to update my shop Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time. Not a crazy huge update, but I'm going to put in a few new bags, and if I can get a couple more designs done this week, I'll put those up also. And I think I have enough fabric to make a medium-sized bag, which I'll show you the fabric that I'm working with, and then I'll put a finished picture on Instagram if anyone would like to see it. Before I put it up in the shop, that would hold 2, maybe 3 skeins. So right now, the ones I have are all like a single skein project size. I have a couple left of the fall foxes. This one has the yellow bottom with the orange pumpkin. It's like a pumpkin orange with gold polka dots. So it's the fall foxes. They got pumpkins and crows with the little apple baskets. So I have one. I think I have two left with the yellow bottom. I have one with the yellow inside with the pumpkin bottom. And those are ready to go. And then this weekend, those are in the shop already. This weekend I will be adding winter foxes. So these are almost done. They still need their drawstrings, and I need to sew up the bottoms on the inside. But these are the fall foxes. This is a teal. I'm sorry, these are winter foxes. The teal background with the little gray foxes, and they have little pink hats and earmuffs and scarves on, and the inside of this one is pink snowflakes. Oh look! And a sunshine and bubblegum tag. So that's one of the designs, the pink and teal. And then the other one are pink foxes on a white background, and they have their little earmuffs and scarves and hats on, and they are adorable. So the pink foxes have blue snowflakes on the inside. Oh, surprise, surprise. Sunshine and bubblegum tag. So I'm almost done with these. These just need their drawstrings and to be finished I've been hand sewing on the inside. These will be the ones that will be going up on Saturday. And if I get a couple, I have some other fun scrap fabrics from old projects that I've used that I'm going to try and make a few more one-of-a-kind bags that I will put up as soon as I can. Probably nothing will be up before Saturday, but after Saturday I might put things up through the week as I finish them. So I have enough fabric of this to do one medium-sized bag. So it's going to be the teal foxes. It's going to have a blue bottom on the outside, and then the inside of the whole bag will be pink. So it'll kind of be a mixture of the three, and that one would hold 2 to 3 skeins. It'll still be a drawstring bag, but I'm kind of still working on the measurements and putting that one together. So those will be, the winter foxes will be up Saturday in the shop. I'm hoping you enjoy them. I'm trying to get a few more patterns and different fabrics up because I know not everybody wants a fox. And I will have some more Christmassy stuff coming also. But that's it for now. Thank you so very much. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me here. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't joined the Ravelry group and would like to, please do. I'm sure we'll have some more fun knit-alongs and events going on. If not in the next month or so, I think in January something might come up. I'm sure we can find something else to knit along with. Yeah, I have to go pick up the boys now. But I've enjoyed spending some time with you. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Have a safe, happy Halloween. I will see you in November. We're going to pick our KAL winner. And I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.